Hey y'all, good morning. Good morning. Is it cold where y'all at? I am in North Carolina. Piedmont Triad, North Carolina. It's cold here. I'm not in the mountains, and I heard that it snowed. One of my uh one of my one of my coworkers was showing on her Facebook page it was snowing, and she's in North Carolina now. We all work remote, so we could be anywhere. My coworkers are all over the place, all over the place, all over the world, really. But she it happened to live here in North Carolina also, and about I would say probably about 2 hours away from here. But she's not in the mountains, so I was like, "It's snowing there, girl." Anyway, so I hope y'all are keeping warm wherever you are at. Um, and it's winter, so it's supposed to be cold. It's I don't know when the first day of winter is, but that's what it's supposed to be cold, honey. It's cuffing season. Y'all know what cuffing season is? Cuffing. It's time to get cuffed up. Call that ex. Like, hey, big head, what you doing? You probably getting a call from that ex. Because it's cuffing season. Okay, I see that my notification just went out. I can see it from my other channel. So y'all will catch the replay if y'all come in. If y'all come in here, catch the replay. I'm gonna talk about y'all this morning because y'all working my nerves. Who is y'all? Church sector. I got about 28 good minutes for y'all. We'll make it to 25 because I need to log in at 9 o'clock. So I got 25 good minutes for y'all. Y'all working my nerves. Who y'all work my nerves? I be trying to hang out. Listen, let me tell y'all right now. I hang out in all of your chats. All of you. I hang out in all of your chats. And that's why I put in there. I ain't taking no sides. Hey, big man. How you doing, big man? Are you the big man that's a player out in these streets? Are you that big man or you another big man? Because it's a big man uh that hang out. He a player over there in the YouTube streets. But hey, thank you for coming in. You hit the like button for me, sugar. So um but I was saying y'all getting on my nerves over here in this church sector. Y'all are. You said no, okay. It's another big man. Okay. But y'all getting on my nerves in this churchy sector because y'all just holding on. Y'all holding on to stuff. I be in all of you. I be over there with Jives. I be over there with Iive. I be over there with the William McCray. I'm gonna come back to William McCray because y'all was calling me out in chat. I said, watch they get me blocked. I be over there. I go to Marcellus sometimes. Marcellus be fussing. He really is mad church, ain't he? I'll be over there with Juice Radio. I'll be over there with Judge T. Of course, I'll be over there with my boo St. James. Of course, I do. Timothy Plant. Everybody. But this is what gets me about people. This is what gets me about people. And I've always said this from sector to sector. I've always said this. Y'all be cool. Some of y'all, I know y'all because of some of y'all. Some of y'all, I know y'all because of some of y'all. Like, I know Thais because of St. James. I mean, not St. James, because of Jives. I know Thais because of Jives. So obviously, y'all used to be cool. That's just an example. I know Sean talks because Thais. And this is what people do. Y'all fall out, and because y'all fall out, you want everybody else that can't stand the person that you were cool with. Ain't nobody picking no sides. And look, if you ain't looking for nobody to pick no sides, I ain't talking to you. Okay? I'm only talking to the people who's guilty of what I'm talking about. If that ain't you, I ain't talking to you. But if that's you, I'm talking to you. So y'all want people to dislike the folk that you dislike. But you was cool with them when I ain't even know them. I wasn't there when y'all decided to be cool. Well, let me put it this way. I ain't have nothing to do with when y'all decided to be cool. I ain't have nothing to do with it when y'all decided to fall out. So don't be telling me because I'ma drop in everybody's chat. I'ma drop in your chat, Yo chat, yo chat. Now, if you have a problem with this, tell me, Cruiser, don't drop down in my chat. I'll be like, okay. Now, if I catch you talking crazy, if I think you're talking sideways to me, see, I'll be oblivious to a lot of things. Folks be talking crazy to me. If they don't say my name, I don't know they're talking to me. But if I catch the hint that you're talking to me, I'm gonna come back and say something back to you. But the point is, you don't want me in there, just say so. And I ain't worried about your little folks in there. And I'm talking to everybody. I ain't worried about your little folks in there throwing shots at me. I don't really care. I don't really care. I don't really care. I don't really care. Hey, I get it from my daddy too. How you doing? Let's see, back up top too closely. I just passed it through. Thank you for coming in. It's been a little while. So I don't really care about that. And y'all holding on to some stuff in the church sector. Y'all holding on to some stuff that, I can't tell people what to be upset about and what not to be upset about, but I can say this. Y'all upset about some stuff that's like so small. So small. And most of you are familiar with the beef sector, some of you not. But I come from a sector. I used to hang in a sector that they'll put your mama yep, they'll put the picture of your mama laying prostrate, not before the Lord, at her homecoming. Homegoing, not homecoming. Her homegoing. Phone rang. Hopefully, I'm back. Hopefully, I'm back. My phone rang. They'll put a picture of your parent laying at their homegoing. They'll call over to your job and get you fired. Yesterday, I was listening to somebody and they was talking about how this one particular person had called their job and they went and told their boss, look, this person is calling here. And by the time they went to their boss, the secretary and the other members were coming in and said, somebody calling name, blah, blah, blah. Calling that person had to resign. I know one particular person who homie, I think he done lost 3 jobs behind people calling his job. People have called CPS on folks' children. They have sent well checks to folks' house. This kind of stuff, like y'all being unforgiving over some minor stuff, over some little stuff, and we the church sector. And I know we the carnal. But I guess that's why we carnal. I guess that's why we carnal church sector, because we don't care nothing about what Jesus saying forgiving. I mean, like y'all think, oh, they did this to me, they did that to me, honey. It was me and this girl over in the sector I used to hang out with. This is me and this girl named Lovely Love. Me and Lovely Love used to love to get into it. It didn't take much for us to disagree and get into it and go to cussing each other out. I mean, cussing each other out. Using the you ho, yeah. Me and Lovely would cuss each other out, child. We would cuss each other out until we got tired. So we both around the same age too. We was tired of talking. Honey, if something happened with Lovely, I'll send her a cash app. Like, girl, you all right? Or she'll send me a cash app and say, Cruz, I ain't seen you in a while. You good, girl? It ain't that serious, those words. Me and Kwani would cuss each other out quarterly. Quarterly. Every 3 months, me and Kwani fall out over something. I mean, cuss each other out. And then we would say, it would last over a couple of days. She'll cuss me out, come back on my cuss out. She'll cuss me out, come back and cuss her out. And then we would say, look, people be like, Kwani said such a, don't tell me that Kwani said because I'm tired. I can't keep fighting Kwani. Kwani wears me out. I'm tired. I'm tired. Fighting Kwani no more. That's y'all upset and holding on to stuff over some little stuff. Y'all wouldn't make it. And I'm sure y'all say I ain't trying. That's why I ain't trying to be over there. Y'all wouldn't make it 3 days in the beef sector. Y'all wouldn't make it 3 hours in the beef sector. I mean, they go at it. They go at it, honey. I've had somebody call my son retarded, baby. Now I ain't got nothing else to say to her ever. I forgive her. But I forgive her. You stay over there. You stay over there, cause see, when you cross the line like that, I might have to travel out. Now you messing with my kids. Now you can call me all kinds of. I done been a whore. They done called me a whore. That's why she left that. She didn't want her husband. She left him so she could go be a whore. I done been a lesbian, honey. They don't even make him. We gonna try to figure out why we even gonna make him gay. We gonna make him gay. I done been all that. I done been everything you can think of. I done been that, and that's okay. That's okay. Those are words. Those are words, honey. But when you cross the line, say something about my children, I ain't got nothing else for you. Hey, Rainy. Hey, Sugar. There go a witness. There go a witness. But when you cross the line and you say something about my children, I ain't got nothing else for you. Why I bring that up? My point is, we over here in the church sector. I'm fussing this morning. We over here in the church sector, where we all say that we believe in God. We all even be talking about God and the power of God and all of that. And we ain't got, and the beef sector can forgive better than us. And the beef, like I said, the offenses over there is so much worse. The stuff they do over there is, it was one chick, she was walking out she got up on Sunday and decided, just threw a bonnet on her head and one of her little house dresses, and decided to go on in her favorite restaurant and get her something to eat. Somebody took pictures of her at her worst and posted it. You see what I'm saying? I mean, wait, y'all ain't got nothing. Them people ruthless, and they can forgive better than folks that say it's a shame. And again, the stuff that y'all are unforgiving about is little minor things. Y'all ain't y'all ain't got no more power than that. We church folk, I got power, Lord, power. Y'all ain't got no power because y'all can't even forgive. I'm fussing this morning. I sure am. Listen, me and William got into it. Me and William McCray got into it. This Negro said he was going to come and knock on my door at 6 a.m. The videos are still up. Them videos still up. They still up. Well, mine, I put them on private, but I can take them off private. He said he was going to knock my door at 6. He said he got a Glock. I said if they built one gun, they built two. We were going at it. He got a Glock. I'm gonna kick a door in. I'm gonna send somebody to her house. Honey, I went to Atlanta, show did. The videos are still up. William, I'm right here on this street, right here. Where you at? Because you ain't got to come into my house. All of that. And guess who chat I was in the other day? Guess who chat I was in Sunday night? Rooting him on. Williams. It wasn't that serious. I mean, he ain't really come to my house. He ain't key my car. He ain't really kicked my door in. We ain't fight in the middle of the Atlanta streets. It ain't that serious. Sometimes you just gotta forgive. See, how well you can speak in tongues don't show what good of a Christian or how close to God you are. How well you can pray. How well you can shout and buck. How well you can prophesy and figure out what to say to folk. That don't really show how close to God you are. How you can forgive, love people, and all of that. Show how close. But I guess the carnal church just shut down if we do that. But here's the thing. It wouldn't have to shut down. Because we still got the Kojic folks that's against us. Every time they have a convocation or AIM or women's convention, just wait for that. That'll give us content all day. Because them Kojic folks, they sat over there at that convocation in Memphis, and the whole time all they did was just beef with the YouTubers. They just sat over there on the pulpit and just beef with the YouTubers. You had Swine over there that took target at Earl Carter, King Jives, and William McCray. Basically called them by name. Or we knew exactly who he didn't say Earl Carter's name, but he said he gave a quote that Earl Carter say all the time, and we knew it was him. He said somebody talking jive, think they're a king. We knew he was talking about king. He was talking about not how obnoxious is that TV. We knew he was talking about William. They sat over there and beef with us the whole time. We got beef with each other. We do not have to beef with each other because we got the whole Kojic church. I mean, Bishop Shear, bless his heart, done called Myron up there to try to prove that Myron go to Apostolic Church. Now, y'all say that Bishop Shear was lying. I don't believe that Bishop Shear was lying. Myron was lying. He asked Myron what church he go to. Bishop Shear didn't tell a lie. Myron told a lie. He said, "What church you go to?" What you talking about? He said, "What church you go to?" Oh, greater. We all see you over there at Marvin Sapp's church, sir. Apostolic. That lie wasn't even necessary. But it wasn't Bishop Shear that lie. But why did all of that happen? Because they were fighting against the content creators. We ain't got to fight each other. Hey, Thais, let me see what you said. When it comes to me, it's more beneficial to paint me as a bully or why you trying to use big words, Thais? Thais, why you using big words? Okay, let me pronounce that out. Eveline, than to make amends or at least clear the air. Well, I'm glad you dropped in and I'm talking to everybody. Now, Sean talks, I don't know whether you see her video last night, but she was saying, I want to drop down. I just don't want no trouble. I watch you all the time. I enjoy you. She was just flat out with it. And I'm glad to have another person like myself who could say, I enjoy you. Do I agree with everything you say? No. But who agrees? Nobody agree with all the shit Miss Cruz be saying. But I enjoy you're funny, you're creative, you're just pleasant. It's just nice to watch. You gets me in trouble because I be laughing at stuff I should not be laughing at. And she was saying the same thing. I like coming over there. But I don't want to drop down and have no trouble because Thai Squad is hardcore. and I don't say that as an insult. When I used to years ago, when I used to first go to Really Be TV, I would be in there enjoying her, but I would not drop down because I said the tribe is nobody to play with. You drop down and say some crazy stuff to the tribe gonna eat you up. So that's how your audience is. This is our chat. This is where we hang out. Don't come over here with no bull crap. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's just a community of people that said, look, this is our spot. We may go other places, but this is our spot. So I used to tell Really Be TV, and there was some other of us that said, we don't drop down in your chat. Because as soon as they recognize us from the B state, they can be like, don't come over here with that bull now. So I get that. But she was talking last night and she was saying that, she cool. She want to kick it. She ain't mad, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to say this too. I do believe, now I don't want to see you and William fall out. I don't want to see you and William fall out because I think it was a great thing that you and William used to not. I remember when you and William didn't get along and I saw y'all transition to getting along. And I thought it was a beautiful thing. And I like the fact that no matter how people are trying to push you, you're like, no, nope. Y'all want to see what happened over there? Because there's a lot of stuff you could have said. And I came over there to hear you say it about that mess that William did that Sunday night that he could have did in his hotel room. But you didn't. You're like, nope. I'm glad my brother was able to do his stream, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to see y'all fall out. But I do believe when he was talking about you, I don't want to see y'all fall out. And I ain't saying it for that reason. But I do believe when he was talking about you. But it goes back to what I said at the beginning of my live. Me and Lovely Love would cuss each other out. But that didn't mean we didn't like each other. It just mean at the moment, she done piss me off. Lovely Love, you be doing some dumb stuff, girl. You get on my nerves. And I know in return, sometimes I'm over opinionated. Lovely Love get mad at me. But we don't stay mad. Me and Kwani used to cuss each other out quarterly until we were just tired. Fuss with Kwani no more. Kwani make me tired. But that don't mean I dislike Kwani. She make my ass itch. But I don't mean I don't like her. You know what I'm saying? But and I was saying, the church said we just gotta, I don't think nobody is a bully. People would see me as a bully because I'm just more outspoken. So I feel you. I get you, Thais. You're just more vocal and you're more outspoken. We are not people that's going to tip around it. We're going whereas other people might drop hints, throw shots. We just gonna say it. We just gonna say it. Oh, with that William thing, yeah, I thought it was him. I thought we was talking about you. You can't convince me. Look, William gonna have to tell me who he was talking about for him to convince me otherwise. You know, but at the time, we all know William to listen. William done said he gonna kick my door in. He gonna kick my door in. He coming with a Glock. He gonna knock. He gonna knock my wig off. I had to say, somebody go down there and tell William I ain't never wore a wig in my life. Just all this hair is mine. I don't wear no wig, no weave, no nothing like that. All this hair is mine. You know, I mean, I ain't think about no doggone William. And when I dropped down in William's chat, I thought they were gonna get me blocked. They were like, I know that ain't you, Miss Cruiser. I want to tell, shh, y'all hush, don't bring too much attention to me. You're gonna cuss me out and block me. But I'm always hoping for William to finally get it because he is the originator of all this. I go back with William all the way back to Facebook days when we used to be calling them bishops. We used to have him calling them bishops and stuff. He'd be calling them up in the middle of the night, catching them by surprise and stuff. Honey, way back with William. I've been a William fan. I wasn't playing when I dropped out his chat and said, of course I would be here. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. It ain't that serious. It's just not that serious. So I say that to say I'm being all y'all chat. I'm be everybody chat. I ain't picking no sides. I don't care. I don't really care. It ain't that serious for me. But I just wish that y'all would but you know, I can't control that. It's some people right now. If you tell me be cool with them again, I'm be cool with them from afar because they went too darn far. So I get it. You know, I get it. Some people that you know, he's like, I don't want to be cool with them no more. I get it. I guess. I guess. I was just hearing Sean talks last night, and I don't know. I was like, you know, it seemed like she want to be cool with Thais. It just seemed like she want to be, and I don't know the history. I don't know the full history. But it just seemed like she want to be cool, and that's okay. Good morning. Too many plays and lives. So y'all later on, I didn't want to do it in this same live, and because I gotta log in for work and step in. Oh, Thais, I hope you're still in here. One more thing, Thais. One more thing. Listen, you was over there at that Starbucks yesterday, and that people was getting on your nerves because they were loud. Baby, you in the South. We loud in the South. We can live on the best side of town. Okay, I'm from East Side. I grew up on 409 Lawton Court. I'm from the East Side. You know, we were Negroes live in the better neighborhood. You know, my neighbors and stuff had pools. This was back in the 80s. You know, I know everybody in California and Florida have pools, but around here in North Carolina, not everybody. I grew up on good side. We loud. We just as loud as we could be. The classy folks, we just so loud. you down south, we loud. She used to be a sub and things fell apart. Yeah, she's she said something was said and I could tell that she used to be pretty maybe that Sean was from what she said last night, I got the impression that she was, that she was definitely a subscriber and I've seen I know you by Jazz, but I know Sean by you. I mean, I see her over there in St. James chat, and I see her in Job's chat, but I remember seeing her in your chat. I'm like, I know that's got to be the same one. Because I stayed in the bushes. I walked away from this area I walked away from this area for over a year. Took my videos, put my videos on private, and just kind of walked away from this area for over a year. But I would still come over here and watch all of y'all, it was that Starbucks employee. He was loud. He was very loud. But I was yelling. I said, "We down south, we loud, honey. We loud. We just loud for no reason. I mean, even in the good neighborhood. And this was it tickles me. I love to see people move from one area. That's why I say people should travel. People should definitely travel so you can see how different people are, how the same, how different they are. You were saying when people walked in, like, why you got to speak? I ain't even in here good. Why you got to speak? That's how we is down south. Honey, down south, listen, I know you said one time you're going to be looking like at a second place in Charlotte. I think you want to do Charlotte and Atlanta, kind of go between the two. Baby, when you get to Charlotte, honey, you walk in somewhere with, how you doing? All right. We don't even give you a chance to speak. How you doing? All right. We just loud. The only place that's not like that is Greensboro. When my husband first retired from the military, when we moved back here, uh, we built a house in Greensboro. And I was always familiar with Greensboro, but I never lived in Greensboro. And them jokers over there don't speak. It's like, are y'all from the South or not? You speak to them, they act like, what? Who you? How you know me? I'm from High Point. I was born and raised in High Point, small town. You jump out your car back in the day, you leave keys in your car at your grandma. You go in your grandma's house, you leave keys right in the car. Little small town, everybody know you. You go in the local food line. Ain't you so and so granddaughter? Ain't you? I remember one time I went in food line, and this was when my daughter's 25, and at the time she was about 10. And they said, that's John's granddaughter. I'm like, how you know my daughter? Small town, small town, small town. We just as loud and country. We just as loud and proud and country as we can be. So when you was over there, you was like, this is a good neighborhood. Why they so loud? Because you in the South, baby, we loud. Even in the good neighborhood, we loud. Oh, okay, so well then you already know, honey. Folks still coming up the driveway, and they talking about, hey, y'all come on in. But like, can I park my car? Can I park my car? So you know, as you say, didn't have to like your door. No, listen, baby, around here where I now you better lock it now. You better not come around here to High Point now. Listen, when I moved from Greensboro, I moved to Jamestown. You better not come to High Point now and not lock your car. Your car be gone and everything in it. You'll never see that car again. You better not do it now. But yeah, back when I was uh yes, too many we speak to everybody loud and all and be mad. We'll talk about you, but like, how did he come up in here? I ain't sleep with them last night and ain't speak. I ain't speak with them last night. But yeah, jump out your car. I remember jumping out my car. Don't lock. Don't take the keys out, and the door. You didn't lock your door at night till a certain time, and you do something. I remember one time me and my sister skipped school. We skipped school, and before school was over, my mama knew. Cause Miss Francis called my mom down to my mama job and said, "Them girls run around and skip school. Couldn't do nothing." Everybody knew you. And to this day, I had just moved back to North Carolina, getting out the car, saw my mama. Now it's my pastor, but at the time it was my mama's pastor. And I was going to speak to him. He said, "I know who you are. You John and Mina daughter." Like, good gracious. You can't do nothing around here. But anyway, I just came over to here to chitty chat. I'm gonna come back later. Hey, Catherine Powell. Hey, Sugar. I'm gonna come back later. Yeah, it's a whole different breed now. And when we got in High Point, we got what used to be just High Point College is High Point University, a private PWI, honey. When you get a private, I was talking about that my daughter went to Wingate, a private PWI. And when you get them private PWIs with them rich Caucasian kids, and their parents just give them money to do whatever with, then you got all types of drugs and stuff. And High Point has become a college town. They done bought up a lot of the city. And so it's got a lot of gangs because you got college kids, you got drugs. You got drugs, you got gangs and drug dealers. And when I say college kids, I'm not talking about the HBCU. So y'all be wanting to send your kids. I was that dumb too. In my kid, it is private school. It's a Christian school. Baby, them NBA kids with those NBA players' kids with that school child, and they were buying up everything, everything. I said, let me send them on to the HBCU. They ain't got all that stuff around there too. They got stuff around to the HBCU, but not like that. Not like that. Both of my daughters started out at um both of them started out at PWIs, and both of them ended up at HBCU, North Carolina A&T Aggie Pride, which where they should have been in the first place. Cruiser, my oldest son, lives in Raleigh. Okay, I go up to Raleigh when sometimes I fly out of here out of Greensboro because the airport ain't that far from me, but Greensboro Airport is really really small. So I go up to Raleigh sometime to fly out of there. Get me a flight up out of Raleigh. In fact, for the cruise, that's where I'm flying out of Raleigh. My daughter she did her internship with Governor Cooper. We used to have to send her by train every day. Uh, up for her when she was in college, she did her internship in Raleigh. So she used to take that train every day, 45 minutes each way to Raleigh. Raleigh's pretty nice. Raleigh's pretty nice. Raleigh and Durham is right up by each other. When people ask about Raleigh, I'm like, you got to be a special kind to move to Raleigh. A lot of people like to move to Charlotte, the Queen City, the big city. But anyway, thank y'all for coming in. I'm gonna come back later. I'm gonna talk about old William McRae. I'm a fan, but I'm gonna talk about that doggone uh live that he did Sunday night. That he could have did that from his hotel room, child. We was held captive. But I'm gonna tell you, we some true fans because we was yet holding on. we was yet we was yet holding on, and it didn't really get good to the end. It got good at the end. It got good at the end, especially when that girl said, "You pushed my sister." She sent a cash out. She kept saying, "You pushed my sister." Baby, y'all know my mess behind leaned up. I was laying down in the bed. I leaned up. I said, "Uh-oh." It's as soon as William see what she's saying, it's about to go down. But this is my thing about that girl. How you talking about if you knew he pushed your sister where he was at, why you online saying that? I would have been down there at the Sheraton. I got 3 sisters. Push my sister. I ain't gonna be online talking about you put what you gonna do online? Talking about I guess you was just expecting an apology. I would have been down there at the Sheraton. You push my sister. Shoot, all of us, the 4 of us would have been in his face. You push us. You push. We like the sister sledge around here. It's 4 of us, no brothers. But anyway, Sean Talks, and we got both Sean Talks and Thais in the chat. Before you go, sadly, most of the drama among the YouTubers originated from the faceless, no-pick YouTube accounts. I talked about that one time, Thais. I talked about that one time. And I heard you mentioning something in your chat about it. It's so true. It's the people in the chat that keep stuff stirred up. It really is. It's the people in the chat. They drop down. They're trolls. And I kind of like trolls. They're necessary, but I hate them trolls that just come to spread lies and they keep stuff up. They're trolls. Hey, Sean Talks, by the way. Hey, Sugar. They're trolls. And I agree. The chat keep that mess. Sometimes subscribers, but most of them trolls. Like you said, the faceless one. Now, I understand people being faceless because I done told y'all how folks be getting folks. You show too much. If I turn my camera on right now, y'all, I'm in my office right now. I'm logged in. Y'all gonna see my coffee cup that's got the company I work for logo on. When I have Zoom meetings, you're gonna see my shirt that got my company logo on. Folks be wanting to call down to your job. Now, if you call down to my job, me and my job gonna get you for harassment. Come on, call down here. I've been here 19 years. We're gonna get you for harassment. So live. But I've seen people be saying too much and showing too much. Is Rainy still in here? We have seen people. I remember one time, I'm gonna say his name, Jay Wilson. Oh Lord, Jay Wilson done lost so many jobs behind YouTube. It don't make no sense. Jay Wilson was a chaplain. I'm gonna tell this to get on off of here. Jay Wilson was a chaplain. And somebody found out that we didn't know what he was doing. I don't care what you're doing. I ain't here for all. I don't want to look into your personal life. Your personal life is that. I just want to know what you are on YouTube. Unless we meet and hanging out, even then I don't need to know too much in your life. We just meet and hang out. But Jay Wilson, it was right before Jay Wilson was going in on somebody. He had called somebody a Baptist bull. That word. I don't like to say no more derogatory words. A Baptist bull or not. So they found out. I remember it was on Mother's Day, and we didn't know what. Nobody knew what Jay Wilson did. He had lost some other jobs behind YouTube. And hopefully I'm back. So they found out. So when they found out and the person said it, he said, "That ain't me. That ain't me. I don't care. That ain't me." This is on a Sunday on Mother's Day. Ain't me, honey. the person who said it was lie. Well, no, somebody else that picked up the information. Somebody else picked it up. This other man. Call on down there. Homie, answer the phone, say his name. Hello, chaplain, blah, blah, blah. That's why some people don't turn their camera on. That's why some people don't say their name. Because some of us got stuff. We got careers and things. I just said I've been on here 19 years. I wish I would let YouTube mess up something I've been building for 19 years. Give me about 5 more years. I'm about to retire from here. Go and get my pension, my 401k, everything I've stocks and everything I done built up in this and walk away and do something else. Now, my something else that I'm doing is not going to be you. The reason why I don't take this channel seriously, the reason I don't get too involved in this channel is because this is not really what I want to do. I enjoy doing it and I enjoy seeing other people who's good at it doing it. But this is not what I want to do as a content creator. What I want to do as a content creator is encourage people to travel. Encourage people to travel. But I can't do that because I work a full-time job. And when I go on travels, I don't want to be editing and stopping and talking to y'all. I want to be on my travels. So, but when I retire from this job in a few years, that's what I'm going to move all my channels, all 3 of my channels going to move towards that way. That's why I don't be doing too much with that because I don't want y'all to get too used to me doing this because that's not my goal. That's not who I want to be. I want to be like Melanin at Sea. I want to be like Rich. What's his name? That couple that travel. I think they are the Melanin at Sea people. I want to be like Stanley and what's her name? I always forget people's names. Stanley and what's his wife's name? They used to do reviews and now they just do cruising. I want to be like them. I want to do that. Mr. Traveler in them. I want to talk about traveling and why you should travel and how you could travel and how you'll have to break the bank and to travel and the beautiful places that. Yeah, last night I put up a short of when I was in Curacao in May. Curacao is a beautiful country, and when you go and stand up on the house that we had, when you go and stand out on that deck, we could see into what country was that? Oh God, I forgot the country it was. That we could see into this other country from the views. Beautiful, beautiful. I just want to encourage people to y'all. Do y'all know how many people from the internet I done got out on the water, the cruise, just for the little tiny bit of talking about traveling and cruising that I've done. That's what I want to do with my channel. But yeah, let me see. Some chats keep up more stuff necessary. Yes. I always say the chat is where it's at. And it's not just here in the churchy sector. It's in sectors all over. People in the chat want to be entertained and they keep stuff going. And especially them trolls. They'll drop Thais chat and say, over there. And see, it's all over sectors everywhere. I always hear people say, oh, you got people in here spying, blah, blah, blah. Your chats are open. That's also in my title. Your chat is open. It's live. Ain't nobody, if I drop down in your chat, I ain't got to run nothing back nowhere. Because all somebody got to do is do the same thing I did and drop down in your chat. And it's live. It's public. But people will come in Thais chat and say, Cruiser over there, she said, and we'll even send him a clip. Then they'll come over to me. The same person will come over to me and say, Thais over there talking about, I'm just giving an example. Thais over there talking about you. Just start mess. Because they messy. I want to travel because this is crazy. Yeah, I mean, after a while, you just kind of, I did, like I said, I took a lot of stuff down. People know me. That's why when I dropped in William chat, people were like, there go Miss Cruz. I know Miss Cruz ain't here. Because they remember me from years when I used to do this. Used to do this for years. People knew me. I had the numbers. And it's just one day I said, me and William was getting into it. And then, I even had Jamal Bryant, sent me a little cease and desist. TD Jake's daughter had my channel taken down. I was suspended for, I think it was either 30 or 60 days. Now, I would tell you who y'all don't like, but she was friendly to me. Kim Burrell. Kim Burrell said, Miss Cruz, I'll watch your page. I said, you. She said, because YouTube had took something down that I put up with her, and I had seen her, I had to go jump through this and that and the other. I finally called her and got her attention on Instagram, and emailed her. She emailed me. She said, "I'll watch you. I'll see you. I'll see you, Miss Cruz. I see you over there doing your thing. You shady. You shady. You shady." But she was the only one that didn't want to take me out. I just got tired of it. I just got tired of it and just stopped and just put stuff on private. And same thing in the thief sector. I just got tired of it. Like every day I gotta cuss a hoe out. I'm 55 years old. I'm just old for this. I ain't that much. I ain't mad. It ain't that serious for me. I just want to do something else. But right now this entertains me for right now until I can, till I can do what it is I did. I don't hate any of these people because as they like always say, I don't know any. Yeah, you don't know any of these people personally. And that's why I'm always for meet and greets. When you meet people, it's a different thing, Now I have met some folks, girl, go on about your business now. Go on about your business, stay about your business. We gonna be like the scriptures where they said, may the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent from one another. Your men didn't trust each other. So they said, look, you go that way, I'm gonna go this way, and may the Lord watch between me and thee. We're gonna walk away in peace. No, don't you bother me, I won't bother you. There's some people like that, but anyway, I just came on this morning to talk. Y'all know sometime I'll be on my soapbox. I'll be back later to be real messy about William's Sunday Night Live. I have such high hopes for William, but I don't know. I was so aggravated looking at that TV. I said, why are we staring at this TV? Why did he just put? We're gonna talk about that later. Hey, King Jobs. We got King Jobs in here. We got Sean Talks in here. We got Thais in here. All my favorite people. And I talk about all y'all ass. This cruise is good and messy. I'm gonna come back later. I'm gonna be good and messy. I guess William probably gonna cuss me out again because I'm gonna be good. Cause I went over there expecting, November 9th, I'm gonna be doing my in studio. So you could have did that in your hotel room. And we all felt like we was held captive. Y'all be good. Y'all remember to live in peace on purpose. Remember to live in peace on purpose. That's number one. Number two, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what it look like, all is well. Tell your heart that. Keep saying that to your mind, your heart, until your faith lines up with it and it manifests in your life. Don't you let that thing take you out. Y'all have a good day. I want to see y'all talking again, shucks.